guys, welcome back. It's Josh with the Financial Advisor Car Guy. So this week we're in for a little bit of a treat. We're gonna talk about alternative forms of transportation. Now, as you can see behind me, the Challenger is dismantled. I had started to film a video last weekend that I was hoping to have done for you guys today, but it's not done. As you can see, the car is not put back together and I'm still waiting on a couple of things. I will get into that more in the next video. I do think those parts should be here today or tomorrow, and hopefully I can get the car wrapped up and then film a video for you guys for next week. But with this car being out of commission, it made me start thinking about alternative forms of transportation. Now, I still have my F-150, I still have my wife's car, we still have other cars, it's not a big deal. But you know, sometimes people start working on their cars and get them in this kind of condition here, and you know, they're kind of out of luck. They might have to walk to work or walk down the street to grab some dinner or whatever the case may be. So I wanted to talk about alternative forms of transportation. One that I see more and more, it seems, in the fair weather are motorcycles, right? Motorcycles, mopeds, Vespas, scooters, those kind of things. They're kind of becoming more and more commonplace. I think that if motorcycles didn't require a special endorsement, more people would ride them. So I think that helps keep the roads free of that, but it's also a super dangerous sport. And, you know, I think Oregon just passed a law where motorcycles, much like California and several other states, you know, you can kind of weave in and out of traffic and go between lanes and things like that. And I just think that enhances the danger of that particular form of alternative transportation. I understand the rush. I understand the need for that speed. You can go 0 to 60 in 2 seconds flat on a motorcycle in some cases. And yeah, that power is dangerous. And so to me, I've never been a guy to get my endorsement. I've never driven a motorcycle. Funny quick side story. I actually had a Kawasaki Ninja for a short time. I got it in trade and pretty much immediately flipped it for a profit. But I had a bike sitting here actually right where I'm standing in my garage for a short while. You know, if we start talking about other forms of transportation, we've got your regular old bicycle. Bicycles are great because they're free, right? I mean, if you own a bike, you can get from A to B just using your own leg power, and you don't have to pay for gas, you don't have to pay for anything, no insurance, none of that, right? So it's a very inexpensive, appropriate alternative. And then to take that one step further, of course, you can get a gas-powered bicycle, or an electric bicycle, which is becoming more commonplace anymore. You can go buy a electric or a gas-powered motorcycle and you don't even have to pedal, or you can pedal to recharge or whatever, just to have a place to put your foot or feet. But yeah, I mean, electric bicycles are pretty cool. I see them zipping up and down the main roads here in our own town, and you know, again, it's very economical. Another form of transportation that's alternative would be a regular kick scooter. I see mostly kids, obviously, but I see occasional parents or adults or grown young adults utilizing a full kick pedal, or a kick scooter to get from A to B. And it's excellent exercise. It's a little different. It works different muscles than your bicycle would. And you're standing, so that's kind of neat. And it just gives you a different perspective. That's not too different than, say, a skateboard, which again, of course, is something you're going to see younger kids on a little bit more regularly than you would see an adult. But young adults, I mean, shoot, if I'm a 25-year-old millennial living at home, a skateboard's a fantastic way to get around. I mean, you don't have to pay for parking. You don't have to pay for, again, insurance, gas, none of those things. You don't have to plug it in at night, so you don't have to pay for power unless your skateboard is one of those one wheels. Those are electric skateboards that are fascinating looking. They obviously have one wheel, but you balance on it. It's much like the next thing I was going to talk about are hoverboards, which are those flat paneled two-wheeled devices that are kind of like Segways without handlebars. Both of my kids have those and absolutely love them. They use them a ton when we first got them, and theirs don't have off-road tires. So in our neighborhood, driving down the curb or down the sidewalk, it can be a little bumpy, which I guess I'd never thought about when we were shopping for those for the kids. I didn't think about the fact that every time you go down the sidewalk, you'd clunk, 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 clunk at every seam in the sidewalk. So, I think that that's something to consider when you're looking at these alternative forms of transportation, is you want to make sure that you're doing something that has, a good sizable wheel on it, or a tire, so you can absorb those bumps pretty comfortably. What other types of transportation? I mentioned Segways. Segways are kind of cool. I think they were a bigger thing maybe 10 years ago. You don't see too many of them. Once they came out with the wireless or the handlebarless hoverboards, I think people converted to those. Other forms, I don't know. Those are the major ones that I see. I suppose, eventually we might transition to portable aircraft. I don't know, cars that can fly, things like that will be alternative. You still need to power them with fuel or electricity or diesel or whatever it is. So I don't know that that's a true alternative, but it's something to consider or talk about. What do you know of? What did I forget? What did I leave out? Don't say unicycle. Don't say things that are totally obscure that nobody actually knows how to use. I'm talking about regular, everyday things that if you went downtown to, wherever in your own hometown, what do you see people riding on? Are they Vespas? Are they full-fledged motorcycles? Are they street bikes? Are they scooters, skateboards, bicycles? You tell me. Does grandma next door commute to the grocery store in her grandson's Power Wheels? I don't know. You tell me, comment down below. I think that there's a lot of different alternatives. My kids have scooters. I have an adult scooter that I occasionally tool around the neighborhood on with them. It's not a form of transportation for me. It's more a form of entertainment. And I think that that's also an important piece of the whole puzzle. So, whether it's exercising or just getting out there and having a good time with your kids, or whatever your case is, what type of alternative do you have? And why do you use it, or why do you like it? Comment down below. I'd love to know. Again, let's touch up next week. We're going to catch up on the Challenger. Hopefully these parts are here. I can get this car wrapped up. As you can see, the front end is off the car, and we'll talk more about that next week. So as always, if you like my content, please like and share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me ideas. Comment down below once more with something new, something that you want me to talk about. Is there a car out there that you want to learn more about? I'm happy to do the research. I'm happy to do a video about it. Is there a financial concept you want to learn more about? Is there a new idea of whatever sort in either finance or automotive that you'd like to hear discussed? I'm happy. I'm open to ideas. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep making things as they come to mind. So I do have a big surprise for you guys in a couple more weeks. I'm not going to spoil that right now, but do stay tuned. I don't think you're going to want to miss it. I do want to get the Challenger back up and running, fixed, ready to go before I unveil the new idea, or the new, I don't know what you want to call it. The new surprise. How about that? I'll leave it there. So take care of yourselves. And as always, may every investment you make be a good one. Till next time.